Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'm trying to do better here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Palmer. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Patriots take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Claypool with another catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Another run with Mitchell. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down, 49ers.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Keon Wright got in there for the sack.
say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here now, 3rd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Zay Flowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. They run over center with Mitchell. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Dancing away at the 35. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Purdy now to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This ball is caught. He's got Debo. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and 10, Taylor now. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Touchdown, Patriots! Chase Claypool from 19 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
But once again, it's Mitchell. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Deebo Samuel. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the Patriots' 36-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And the 49ers 1st down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete, right around the 8. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make...
In trouble, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going for it, here's Davis Price. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit...
There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, able to avoid him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Tony Pollard, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. Here's 2nd and 7. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think you're...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one caught by Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the 49er first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. A give for Taylor running right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards, good enough for a first. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Purdy. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
14 yards that time for number 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So give him 2 yards there on the... Purdy now on 2nd down. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
60 back there, 60, 30.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Zay Flowers. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead is now 24. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This caught by Latu, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable